4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome once again to the One Life, the talk of life. Because we don't talk death on this show. But the Talk of Life talk show with Elma, that will be me. And to my left over here is Roberta Elaine, the one and only. And we have the one and only Theo back in the house tonight. Yeah, Theo is back. It's been a while since you've been here. Yeah, because I think the last time.
From Hood to Good, I think.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He did a movie called From Hood to Good.
Yeah.
And then we had the whole cast on there, Roberta. Wow. It was so awesome. Yeah. We had the whole cast on, and it's an awesome movie. You go on Tubi and you can look at it. If y'all haven't seen From Hood to Good.
Yeah, From Hood to Good, true story about Gerald Middleton and just what God did in his life and turned him around. And we're actually working on the sequel.
That's good. Yeah. And you can watch it on Tubi. Theo has a lot of good movies on Tubi that you all need to watch, okay? All right, so you've had a good day today.
Oh, absolutely.
Good day.
Absolutely.
Good day.
Absolutely.
And you have a good day.
Extremely well.
Yeah,
okay, but before we get started, we're going to have the one and only. Our Fashion by Kimberly is going to do our scripture walk if Otis give her some good music. I hope they didn't fight.
I think he's going to do what I feel like.
All right. Yeah. Okay, our scripture walk is we're going to start off with finish what you start. Philippians 1:6 always says finish what you start. That's our short version. He's going to put up the long version on the screen as well. Because we always want you to finish what you start. Why? Because this young man say, don't you ever give up on life. Don't you give up. And you're going to hear a true story from Theo about he didn't give up. Why? Because he's with us. But God.
That's right.
But God is the reason why he didn't give up. But God, Kimberly. But God. But God. And you're going to hear his testimony about he didn't give up and he's finishing what he started. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Kim. Kim, do you have any complaints on Otis? Is this mic working over here? Yep, it's working. Otis want her to say something. He went like this. He let her know. What kind of complaints you have?
We take the first show. I know you don't know this since we got this new character that worked with us named Otis. He volunteered.
Oh.
And if you have anybody that can come and fill in, and we can just kind of move him out. Let us know, Theo. Let us know.
You know, Theo have a lot of people that he can replace him with.
Yeah,
okay.
To work with you, willing to work with you.
Gotcha. I got you.
So we had a change during the show, and he hit my jeans.
He hit your jeans?
Yeah, because I know I laid them on top. And I'm running back in the back. Where my jeans at? Otis hit my jeans, y'all. So I
Otis.
Now Otis. I was trying to find my jeans. He stuffed them down in my bag.
What?
Oh, my goodness.
Otis. Look how he doing. Look how he looking over there. He just shakes his head.
Otis, I thought you were changing.
But it's my truth.
Otis said he has no comment. Kimberly, Otis said he has no comment. And Otis, you think Otis got him?
And he just looked it straight. He wouldn't even turn to the left or right.
Oh, Lord.
But Otis.
Now, Otis, you're going to have to do better and stop stealing Kim clothes.
Then I'm trying to find a mic, and he wouldn't help me get a mic. He said it's out there. Out there where? I couldn't see the mic until I got out. It's out there.
Oh, Otis, why you so mean to Kimberly?
What happened when you doing your show?
Nah.
See how you talk to me? Yeah. That's why you need to come over here.
You need somebody.
See, you need to come over with Theo and be on the show. Maybe he'll treat her much nicer with a man on the show again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Go back there and get him in the green room because he don't know how to act.
Get them
he
together.
don't know how to act.
Get them together.
Get them together.
Yeah.
Okay.
These two, I tell
need a bouncer
we
for
never
him.
know what's going to happen on this show.
I know.
I tell you, Otis, please stop stealing her clothes.
And stop sitting in a chair, Otis.
And stop sitting in her chair. She took her chair in the Bible where the man took up his bed. Now Kim had to take up the. Well, can Theo sit in your chair?
So I'm good?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Trouble.
Oh,
Trouble.
uh-oh.
Wait a minute, y'all can't see this. Put him on the camera, man. So everybody's.
What is he trying to do now? Oh, he take. Oh,
He snatched
this
the
done snatched
mic.
the mic from him.
Oh,
Oh,
my
boy.
God.
Oh my God.
Y'all gotta see this. This stuff needs to be.
We're gonna have to put the fight on now.
This is
boy.
the behind the
Oh, boy.
scenes action that needs to be replayed.
I know that's right.
Yeah, so we can see you on camera cutting up.
Cutting up. Okay, we're gonna get back to our show. I tell you, we never know what's gonna happen between Kimberly and Otis. I might have to do a sequel with Kimberly and Otis only.
Yeah.
Let them fight like on the Googie Show, huh?
Exactly.
All righty. Okay, so tonight we have Theo, and Theo is going to tell us about his testimony is so awesome. And some of you all probably followed him on Facebook. I know I did. And I saw all of this, but I was really shocked when I found out that you had an accident.
Yeah.
So let's get into your business because you're looking really good.
Yeah. So this is week 44.
Oh,
of,
it's been that long?
Yeah, of my healing journey. So I've still got some other goals that I'm trying to accomplish. But last August was in a near fatal car accident. We have a rite of passage around our household where when my kids turn 11, I try to teach them to drive.
Okay.
So I had taught my two oldest daughters to drive, and now it was time to teach my son. And so we're in the car, and one day he was with me. Let me back up. One night he was with me, and I was like, "Hey, I know you mentioned before you want to learn how to drive," and I said, "You up for it?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm
You
good."
knew he was gonna be excited about that.
So I was like, "All right, cool. We're gonna pull over to this parking lot and we're gonna do it." He was like, "For real?" I said, "Yeah."
Okay.
So we pull over to this parking lot, and I coached him up real good. And first thing I tried to do is I was like trying to get him to just breathe,
Yes.
relax, because it can be kind of unnerving for a kid to get behind the wheel of a car and you got all these gears and buttons and all this other stuff. And so after we got through that, got him to relax, and then we start, okay, now this is the gas. This is the brake.
Okay.
And, went through that. And then did a quiz. All right, now what did we just talk about? He's all right, this is the gas does this is the brake, this gear does this, that. Okay. How you feel? You ready? He's like, I'm ready. So he's driving. He's doing his thing. And I'm like, all right, son, good job. And I don't know if he was, the moment was so exciting for him or what, but now he goes from the part of the parking lot where it's vacant and empty to now he's driving, and it's happening so fast in real time. Now he's driving toward the part of the parking lot where to our left was a light post, and to my right is a parked car with somebody in it. And there was no way, humanly way possible, I could stop the car in time. He was getting ready to hit this car. And my fatherhood instincts kicked in, and I jumped out of the car, and I got between the car he was getting ready to hit and my car that he was driving, and absorbed the blow and got smashed between two vehicles.
Oh my God.
I'm reliving that now as I talk, so just bear with me. So immediately when
some tissue over there.
Immediately when it happened, I just heard my bones, snap, crackle, pop.
Wow.
And I just knew, and I was just screaming hysterically. I was like, I broke my hip. I broke my hip. I broke my hip. But didn't know I'd done more than just that. And so by that time, I was on the ground.
Mm.
And there was a miracle that happened before, other miracles that happened. And the first miracle that happened, I was actually paralyzed from the waist down. I couldn't move.
Wow.
My God.
I couldn't move. My son was crying, and I couldn't move. He's like, "Daddy," he was hysterical, crying. I couldn't move. I couldn't move. I couldn't move. And so, one of the things that, and I'm grateful for my mother who's in heaven now. One of the things that she taught me was how to lay hands on myself.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
And so,
Praise God.
in this moment of not being able to move my legs, I laid hands on myself and began to call life back into my body.
Yes.
And spoke the word over my body.
Thank you,
And
Jesus.
then, I mean, like probably within like seconds, I felt my toes start moving.
Yes.
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 And from my
Yes.
toes moving, blood flow
Yes.
came back, into my
Yes.
body.
Come on.
My
And
God.
I was still in pain, but I had my functionality back.
Yeah.
And and that was before I got to the hospital. So a lot of people don't know that part of the testimony. But then, after I got to the hospital, they revealed to me that I had broken both of my hips, fractured a bone in my vertebrae, my tailbone, and some other fractures that I had. And so that was the beginning of a long journey. And so 2 weeks in the hospital, 1 week in rehab. In the backdrop of all of this, my wife was 8.5 months pregnant.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my God.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
And I know she was hysterical when
Oh,
when
yeah.
she heard this.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
And I imagine your son.
So how's
what
your
he-
son now?
Oh, he was good. I just assured him that, listen, we're gonna try it again. We're gonna get back at it. But main thing has just been working on his mental and just letting him know, hey, it's not your fault.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
And accidents happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's were you able to? How was the car going real fast, or was it just creeping like, or?
It was probably somewhere between 15 and 20 miles an hour. That's fast.
But that's still fast.
That's fast in a parking lot, especially when you,
Exactly.
the
That's
distance
right.
between this car and this
Mhm.
car is close. That's fast.
And you just opened the door and jumped out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the car just went right into you, and it hit the other car.
Yeah, I stopped the car.
Oh, you stopped the car.
I
So
stopped
it didn't
the car.
get to hit the other car
Oh.
because
Right,
you were the cushion.
but yeah, I absorbed the blow, but I got smashed in between.
Yeah.
The impact of it knocked me
Knocked
into the
you,
other car.
yeah.
So the dent that the other car had was my body.
Dang.
Yeah.
So who called the ambulance? The people in the car? Or
Yeah, somebody did.
somebody called the ambulance
Yeah, somebody did. Yeah.
and got you, take you to the hospital.
hmm
So what was going through your mind when all this was happening? Because you had to get your son too, right?
I felt like the worst man that I know. I felt like a terrible father.
Mhm.
I felt it was a lot of defeat
Mhm.
that I felt in that moment, to be honest with you. Because I'm like, how did you let this happen?
So you started blaming yourself.
hmm
Okay, you started
Yeah.
blaming yourself.
Yeah. And but then I was looking at it wrong.
Mhm.
I realized that if I had to do it all over again, most men that love their families and love anything in life.
That's right.
Most men will put themselves, in the line of fire
Mhm.
for what they love.
For what they love.
And so if I had to do it all over again, I'll do it all over again.
Mhm.
Because that other person could have got hurt
Right.
and my son could have got hurt.
Right.
But in my mind, in that moment, it was, if anybody's going to be hurt this night, it's gonna be me.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be me.
So
Yeah.
when you said that, I thought about my sister did the same thing, but her grandbaby was with my nephew girlfriend. And she ran out of gas in Houston, Texas, on that freeway.
Ooh.
And that was a real bad freeway. And so when she was getting out to check what was going on, this car came through. He was a retired policeman, but he was drunk. And when he came through, he hit, and she jumped in front, just like you did, in front of her granddaughter. But she got smashed to death. She didn't survive. So thank God that you was able to survive.
Yeah.
But but her heels was like going like 60 something. And when he smashed her, it just like smashed, and she didn't survive. But she jumped in front and moved the granddaughter out so that the granddaughter could live.
Yeah.
But God is good. And I just had to accept that she was gone, but it hurts,
Of course.
About that. But the thing I thought about was she saved her granddaughter. Like you said, with people that you love, you will find, you will do things that you don't think about it.
Yeah.
And so the last thing that my granddaughter, my niece told me, she said, Granny, you all right? She said, I'm okay. I'm okay. But she wasn't okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, she did that, but I never have had the opportunity to talk to my niece to see if she's still blaming herself, because my nephew is still sort of blaming the woman.
Oh, okay.
Because he said if you had to put gas in the car, my mom would have probably still been here. But I didn't look at it like that. I just looked at it, maybe it was just her time to go. And that's how it went. I don't know. But anyway, I haven't actually had a time to talk to her to see how does, all these years, because this happened back in 2016.
Oh, wow. And
she's been doing little stuff that she shouldn't be doing. And I'm thinking it could be she haven't really talked to someone about that, So have your son actually have y'all sat down and just actually had a conversation?
Oh, yeah. We
since
talked about
this happened, because this is going almost a year.
Yeah. We talked about it, several times, and, just told him, I said, if you holding any unforgiveness against yourself, release yourself. I said, stuff happens. And I told him, even though he's my only son, I told him, I said, you still my favorite son. So
he's your only son.
He's the only son I got. But I was like, you still my...
That's only in his favorite.
I was like, you still my guy. You still my guy. Absolutely, yeah.
That is awesome.
Yep.
So how's the wife?
Oh, I mean, she was, throughout the process, she was like super supportive, but just, as a man, it was just like, man, it just felt debilitating to not be able to help her, and having to depend on my kids for just routine things. And, but nah, she was, outside of God, she was my rock.
So she was still pregnant at the time you had the accident.
Yep.
So
2 weeks in the hospital, 1 week in rehab, and the week that I get released from rehab, it's time to go to the hospital to drive her.
To have the baby
and I'm hobbling.
Could you drive though?
I had just got cleared
to drive.
To drive.
Okay, good. So,
but
you still struggling with your pain and all of that, right?
I still have, moments still going through physical therapy, but I worked really, really hard though when I was in physical therapy, because I got too much to live for.
That's right.
Come on.
Yeah, I got too much to live for.
So you was able to get her through the baby.
Yeah.
And what did you all have?
Another little girl.
Another little girl. So how many girls now?
5 girls.
5 girls and one boy.
Yeah,
Woo, that's 6.
Yep.
Wow.
Are you finished, or are you starting on number 7?
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
That's it?
That's a wrap.
Say that's it.
He tried, but you did get one out of there.
It is finished.
That's finished, huh?
Yeah, it's finished.
So the little baby is how old now?
She just turned 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
Pretty little thing.
And so she's one of those, she's another motivator for me, because she's learning how to walk right now. And I'm learning how to jump again.
Because
And
you
I-
got to be careful, right?
and I'm learning how to. So my recovery has been in 3 phases. So I'm in
Okay.
phase 2 of the journey
Okay.
right now. So they're teaching me how to learn how to jump again. I hadn't learned how to do that yet.
Okay.
And then part 3 or the phase 3, they're going to teach me how to learn how to relearn how to run again. And so as she's learning, as she's trying and falling down and all the attempts that she's made, she's motivating me
you.
even in my
Okay.
own journey.
So
you know,
the
as
first phase was, what was the first phase?
Learning
'Cause
how
I
to
know
walk.
you was
Learning
on-
how to walk
okay,
again.
yeah. Because I saw that on Facebook, how
Yeah.
you was on the thing and
Yeah.
trying to learn how to walk.
Yeah.
So you mentally,
Yeah.
you had to deal with all of this
Yeah.
and push forward.
Yeah.
And you wasn't able, you wasn't able to work or anything.
No, that was another thing. You know,
Yeah. You used to
never
working.
in my life have I had to depend on, you know, family and friends like we've had to,
Mhm.
you know, since the accident. And so you know, we put a campaign together similar to GoFundMe,
Uh-huh.
and I never thought in my life I would ever have to do something like that. But
Yeah. Wow.
but you know, one of the things that God used that process to teach me is that, you know, if people really do love you, then they shouldn't be afraid to see you naked.
Yes.
That's true.
And if I can't be naked in front of you, I don't need you.
That's right.
Right.
You need somebody to be real that's going to be there for
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
So how did you deal with all of that?
I mean, like I said, it was hard. It was, you know, the prayers, the support of, you know, people that donated.
Mhm.
That, I mean, that's what kept the family afloat.
Going, huh?
Yeah.
So you went through the walking part.
Yeah.
So you literally had to, just like you starting all over.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Golly.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And for the first time in my life,
Man.
it made me go into the mind of a child.
Child again.
You know how you see that baby
Right.
that's, you know, we take those of us that walk all the time, we take it for
For
granted.
granted.
right?
Because we
Exactly.
never think that.
But then when you look at that
Yes.
baby, you ask yourself, like, what's going on in the mind of that child?
Because they crawling.
Why is it such a
Yes.
big deal to them
To learn how
to learn
walk.
how to walk?
Exactly.
Right.
And then when you're relearning how to walk, you see. And so I was
Wow,
like,
I'm just amazed.
I was
'cause you had
like-
to go through all of that.
yeah, absolutely.
So you in the hospital.
Yep.
You get your blood going back.
Yep.
Because you was paralyzed.
Yep.
Before you got there,
Yep.
you laid hands on
Yeah,
yourself.
absolutely.
So God's still in the midst.
Absolutely.
So
He's
you were
he's
still
doing
trusting
miracles.
God through all of this.
Absolutely.
You didn't get angry and say, God, why did this happen to me and all of this?
No, because I saw it from the standpoint of, you know, he said he's going to always be with us to the
That's
end.
right.
So even when I get in the lion's den,
So you didn't say, Lord, why did you allow this to
Uh-uh.
happen to me?
you right here.
Okay.
You
I
right
just
here.
want the people to hear this.
No, you right here. Raise
That's
me up.
right.
Raise
So
me
you
up
were
right
still
here.
trusting God.
Raise me up right
through
here on this
all
pavement.
of this. And that's what
Absolutely.
you were saying when
Absolutely.
you didn't have no, because I can't even imagine
Yeah.
not being able
Yeah.
to not feel my legs. That
Yeah.
would have been hysterical.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I can't
Yeah.
walk. All the negative things
Yeah.
come out when things like this happen.
Got too much to live for.
So you started praying, laying
Absolutely.
hands on yourself.
Absolutely.
So you were telling God what? What was you telling him when he was going through this?
I just quoted his word. I put him
on.
back in remembrance of his word.
I love that.
You said in your word that
Because
by
the
your
word
stripes I'm healed.
told me.
Yes. What did he say?
You said your
By
king,
his what?
and by his stripes
Stripes,
I'm healed.
I am healed.
You said your kingdom is not in word but in
Come on,
power.
come on.
Let's come on.
So you
Come
was
on.
quoting these scriptures on yourself.
Right back at him.
At him.
Right back
Yes.
at him.
You
He can
call
handle
him
it.
at his word.
My God.
And
he
that's
said,
what he
call
wants
it.
us to do.
Yes.
He said,
Yeah.
try me.
Yes.
Come on.
He said,
man.
call on him and he'll answer.
Yes.
Then he said, so you was calling on him.
That's it.
And he
Oh, my
answered you.
God.
Yeah.
Right there.
I mean, who else was gonna help me?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
Tell the people who else was
I
gonna
mean, who
help
else was?
you?
What was I supposed to do?
Yes.
Man. Because you knew you were still alive at that time.
Yeah.
Because you
Mm.
could have been gone just like that.
Yeah.
So when you was doing all of this, you started feeling it what, from your toes up or what?
Yeah. From the toes first.
Wow.
And then I
My
started getting
God.
my function back, and I was able to move my legs
Come
again.
on.
And yeah, you know that was
Woo!
that was
Thank
that
you,
was
Lord.
that was
Miracle.
that was the
That is a miracle.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
that was the beginning.
Yes.
And then when I got to the hospital, And that's why I'm such a big advocate for people that go in the hospital, because
Mm.
I wasn't treated the best when I got to the hospital.
You wasn't?
No, I was not.
You weren't
Oh
treated
my
the best
God.
when you got there.
No, I think in my 2-week stay before I got to rehab, I had to call patient advocacy twice.
Uh-huh.
I had to file 2 complaints
Wow.
at the hospital because within 48 hours,
Dang.
they were already trying to send me home. Yep, they were
So
already.
they didn't even care about what
Oh
you were
my
feeling in pain.
Nope.
They were just, did they try to give you medicine?
I mean,
or
they
make
gave.
you
I mean, they
doing all that. Just
they
to
did
send
that,
you
but they
home.
were just trying to get me out of there.
there.
And I was like, I'm not in a
my
position to
God.
go
Let's
home.
Go home.
I was like, you don't understand. My wife is 8.5 months pregnant. My kids I got small children. They're not in a position to care for me. And, that was the first time that I talked to somebody, and then they kept coming back. And then one day, they got a posse of doctors.
Mhm.
It was about 5 or 6 of them.
Mhm.
And they all walked in the room like they were getting ready to push me out the bed.
Wow.
And I leaned up with the little strength I had, pushed the little button in the hospital.
Uh-huh.
I leaned up. And I looked them square in the eye and I said, I ain't going nowhere.
And
But-
what they do then?
Nothing.
And these are doctors doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And knowing the injuries
Yeah.
that you
That you
had
had.
And they-
suffered
they-
and the
and, you know,
recovery you had to go
And
through.
just some of the sly remarks, stuff like, well, I'm sure you got a family or friends, somebody's couch you can go sleep on.
Uh-uh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
That,
God.
in real life, this happened. In real life.
Yes.
In real life.
Wow.
And I fought to not just go to rehab, but what I didn't know is that the hospital that I was in had a rehab that I found out on my own. They didn't tell me.
They didn't tell you that.
They didn't even tell me.
Wow.
I found out on my own, and I kept fighting for my rights. And so I always tell people, that I was like, you have rights even when you get in the
Man.
hospital.
Yeah,
You
That's
don't
right.
have to just take whatever treatment, but you got to know your rights.
exactly.
You got to know you can file a
Wow.
complaint when you need to file a complaint.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And even if you don't have insurance, people need to know that, they have resources.
That's right. They have plenty of resources.
They got financial aid. If you
That's
don't
right.
if you don't have insurance, they have what they call charity beds.
Yes,
They have
do.
all kinds of stuff
yes,
available.
they do.
But if you don't know what you don't know.
So by
Wow.
you standing up to them, you were able to stay longer and then also do your rehab through them.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
apparently they got the picture. I'm not going anywhere.
absolutely.
Yes, I'm gonna get everything that I'm supposed to
Absolutely.
get. And it's surprising because, like
That's
you said,
crazy.
people don't understand the abuse that goes on in hospitals.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because they need the bed or they're trying to do a turnover and we need this space. But what about me needing my healing and needing my care? And so a lot of people, if they don't have somebody to advocate for them, they don't advocate for themselves. So I commend you for that, because
That's
at this
true.
point, I'm not able to leave here like this. You know my situation,
Yeah.
but had you given in,
That's right.
but that spirit in you, because God
Yes,
said you have to
yes.
command, you have to tell
Absolutely.
the enemy
Yeah.
to lay down.
Down.
Absolutely.
And you have to speak. We were talking about in our first show about
Yeah.
speaking to
That's
those
right.
spirits,
Yeah.
those distractions that says you
Yeah.
need to do this and say no, but the word of God says, and this is what I'm going to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need your mic.
Hmm?
Okay. Go ahead.
Otis, I hope you have my mic on.
She is that old. Okay.
So you were experiencing now I'm just trying to picture you were
Yeah.
in the middle, the cars were coming head on when
So-
you ran, and I was just trying to picture that.
So if you could imagine from where I am
Hmm.
and where you're sitting, you are the car.
The car. The
That-
other car.
The other car.
The other car.
And so my son is this car where I'm at, and he's coming in your direction. I jumped in between.
The two cars.
So it was a
cars.
head on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
with you.
Well, it was
Well,
more
really-
like it was head to side.
Side.
This was the side.
Side,
Yeah.
yeah.
The side. Yeah.
But it's head on with him.
Yeah.
Right.
With
Your
the
car
side.
pushed you
Yeah.
into the side of the other car.
Yeah.
And he was able to stop the car.
You
Yeah.
stopped the car from
Wow.
Oh,
rolling.
God.
But what's so strange is these are doctors that are set out to
Mhm.
help heal us
that take an oath.
and take an oath to save people.
Yeah.
And to be there until you heal.
Yeah.
And they all trying to push you out the door.
Mhm.
Didn't care.
Some of the reasons was because they saw that you were healed? Were your bones already healed?
Well, you got to go somewhere. You got to, you got to figure out, here's a list. One day they just kind of gave me a list. Here's a list of things that you can call and pretty much figure it out, on your own. But
you didn't break any bones. Were your bones
I
broken?
did.
You said
he broke.
So at that time, if you would have gone home, would you have had to go home in an ambulance? How would you have been? I'm just curious. How would you have been transported home?
They made it. They left that up to me.
So they didn't care about you because you could have easily gotten paralyzed if you had to move a certain wrong way.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Especially you said it did something in your back too, right?
Yeah.
Man.
So any sudden movement or anything like that you would have done at that point could have triggered and caused a setback.
Yep.
So what happened after you fought? Okay. And
so I think I had 2 patient advocates came in, and then one day finally they came in. Hey, we got good news. We got you a bed. We got you in rehab, and they were looking for me to be like excited.
But they done treated you like this and thought that.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that's the least. In my mind, I was like, that's the least y'all can do.
Basically,
but I was grateful, because
Yeah.
I knew that it had reached a boiling point,
Right.
between me and the physicians that I didn't want to I didn't want to do something that was going to dishonor the Lord.
Yes.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
But that flesh wanted to, didn't it?
Listen, because you get them. I mean, as saved as we think we are.
I know.
Come on,
Wait till
man.
something happens.
when you in a vulnerable spot,
Yes.
Right. Say it.
and when somebody get in your personal space,
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
some of us where we come from, that part of us is still that part of us. I'm like, you better get out of my face.
That's in that archive.
Now that's being
You
real.
better
And
get
that's
it.
a reality.
You better
That's
get
right.
it. You get in my face again. I can't promise you what's
That
going to happen.
what's gonna
Yes,
happen.
yes.
And
Right.
plus you still in pain too.
And that makes it even
Even
more.
worse. Because
Yeah.
you in pain.
Even more.
And here you are trying to still keep your composure, your
Absolutely.
Christian duties there.
Absolutely.
And they pushing you,
Absolutely.
saying, I don't care if you get paralyzed, I don't care nothing. They
Yeah.
trying to
My God.
get. So they walk in and say, good news.
Good news. Yeah.
These are the same people that tried to get you out
No,
of there.
they sent,
Or
they,
this was
they,
somebody
they sent
else?
somebody
advocates.
else. Yeah, they sent somebody else.
They said somebody else.
They wasn't coming
They
back. They were sick.
Oh, yeah. So they got the picture.
They got the picture.
Yeah.
So this person says, okay, we got good news for you.
Yeah.
What was that?
So got you approved, got you a bed to go to rehab. And so
Did you do rehab there at that
Yeah,
same hospital?
at the
Okay,
same
good.
hospital.
Okay.
That's what I was fighting for.
Okay,
Mhm.
for the sake, so you can stay right there.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm like,
I
what-
know
how
you. Why
did-
move me? I'm
Why,
right
be
here.
why be
There.
transported to
Thank you.
somewhere else? I'm already, still in pain. I'm like,
Right.
just put me in a chair and take me down the
Take me
hall.
down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It ain't that hard.
So after all this happened, how did they treat you? Those same with the same doctors or what?
Rehab was night and day.
Okay, so rehab was totally different.
Oh yeah, rehab was night and day.
Okay.
And that's what people don't realize when it comes to healing, any kind of healing,
Mm-hmm.
is that, part of a person who is going through a healing journey, one thing that can accelerate their healing journey is how they're treated.
Exactly.
That's true. That's
Exactly.
true.
That's true.
And those people, they believed, they spoke life into me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All that type of stuff. And so even on those days where I was like, ooh, I don't know, because I remember my first day.
I bet that was hurt.
My first day in
Wow.
rehab,
Mhm.
my pre-test
Mhm.
was, now mind you, I'm just learning how to, I wasn't even really learning, well, I guess I was just learning how to walk. And
Plus, you had to learn how to stand up too,
right,
and
but I mean,
get your
you get-
balance, and then
all of that. And so my first day at rehab, we did some stuff in the gym area, and then I thought we were done. They don't physical therapy. They don't play.
Right.
So I'm like, we're good. I'm getting ready to go back to my bed, put my ice packs on.
Oh no.
Seriously, that's what I thought.
Yes.
And then next thing you know, they were like, all right, let's go to the steps.
Yeah.
I thought we were done.
Steps.
And they made me, as part of my pre-test, I had to walk up 2 flights of stairs
Wow.
twice.
Wow.
Wow.
Twice.
And you just learning how to walk all over again. Is this like a stadium stairs or just regular stairs in a hospital?
I mean, the regular stairs, like when you go, I mean, y'all seen how long those staircases
Yeah,
are.
that's what I'm talking. In the hospital.
Yeah.
And they had you to do that.
Twice.
Oh my goodness.
And then I was like, man.
Up and down, and then
Yeah.
up and down. Dang.
Twice.
Wow.
My legs was on
Oh, I
fire.
wish my sister could go
Wow.
to this.
My
My
le-
sister, boy, I wish she could get into a therapist like that.
Yeah, my legs was on fire.
I know they had to
And,
be.
and every day.
Mhm.
You had to do 2 up and down the stairs?
No, that was just the pretest.
That's
They
the pre-test.
just started building on top of that.
Okay, like that.
And so every day gets harder. And then the next, I think the second day, they were like, all right, we're getting ready to go walk.
Mm.
I'm like,
You like walk.
I mean, every step hurts.
I know.
Yes.
And then so it's
Wow.
walking on one hand, but then the other part of walking is that the feet. So it's like I had to learn how to pick my feet up
Oh.
Yeah.
all over again because
Oh,
of
my
the
God.
weakness in
Yeah.
my body. I was dragging my feet,
Mm.
and they had to teach me how to pick my feet up.
Yeah.
So how
All over
was
again.
your back doing that too? Because that's
Everything was on fire.
That's what I was
Wow.
thinking.
Everything.
Golly.
And so they were like, we're going to go walk. And I'm just like,
But you did have a walker, right?
no.
Oh my.
Wait a minute, you didn't actually
no
have a
walker?
walker in front of you? They actually made you walk without a walker.
Yeah.
Well, he was some good therapists here, boy.
Yeah. And,
They was
and I'm like, we're going to walk. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Nah.
Mm.
We walked 20 minutes.
Uh-uh.
Wow.
We walked all the way around the hospital.
Uh-huh.
Then I thought we were done. I'm like, okay, let me have a seat. Because I know we're getting ready to go back to my room. No, we're not going back to the room. I'm like, what are we doing? We got to go outside and walk.
Oh, Lord.
Mm.
So had to go outside and walk. And they wanted me to be on all different types of even and uneven
Dang,
surfaces.
Wow.
Go down a hill, go down a slope, walk back
Ooh,
up.
Lord.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was phase 1.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
how long did you have to go through phase 1?
A week, but that week felt
Well,
like
it felt like years then.
it did.
Yes.
It did. And so by the time I got to my graduation day, my post test was I had to walk up 2 flights of stairs 5 times.
No breaks?
Uh-uh.
Okay, so you went from phase 1. How many weeks till you got to your post? The last part.
It was a week. All this is in a week.
Wait a
All
minute,
this
wait a
and
minute. I'm thinking
everything
this-
was one week.
The pre-test
Okay, the pre-test and the
and then the
post.
post-test 1 week.
Oh my.
Oh my
goodness.
God. I'm thinking you did this here like several weeks.
1 week. I went to outpatient physical therapy and I'm still doing that to this day.
Oh,
But
Lord.
1 week.
Mm.
So then, okay, you leaving the hospital now.
Yep.
Then you do what now? You still got to do.
I got to do outpatient. So they came to the house at first.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then from the house, then I started getting strong enough to be able to like go out
Mhm.
and then start doing outpatient physical therapy. Yeah.
Wow.
So you not
That's what I'm still
complete
doing.
though, right?
No.
You
no.
still going through the therapy.
Yep.
part.
Yep.
Man.
So you're now on the third. You're getting ready to enter into the third phase.
I'm in
or you're
I'm in
finishing up the
phase
second?
I'm in phase 2
phase 2
because I haven't learned how to jump yet. So
okay,
that's
got you.
because they
Ooh, that
they
give me
ask
chills,
you
though.
what are your goals,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and I told them I was like, I want to be able to learn how to jump again. I want to be able to learn how to run again.
Yes.
I said, I got a little girl that I just had, and I got to be able to give her what I gave my other kids.
Right.
I got a chance to run around with them.
Yes.
I can't be limping around with her.
Right.
Dang.
Right.
So that's one of the things that keeps me
Going.
Yeah.
keeps me going.
Because see,
keeps
you
me
got to make
motivated.
sure your back is okay. That's the thing,
Mhm.
especially when you jumping.
Yeah.
You got to make sure your back and all that.
Yeah, and your body can handle
Yeah.
the impact
That's
when
right.
it comes on. I mean, and you don't think about stuff like
That's
that because
right.
you're like, oh, just jumping.
I can jump. I
It's
can
just
jump.
jumping.
Right.
No,
But it's like, no, it takes a lot to jump.
Yes.
it really does.
Yes.
It really
And
does
I
take a lot
noticed when
to jump.
you were talking about the incident and it almost made me cry, but like you said,
Yeah.
the emotions come back up.
Yeah.
So my question is, when is the first time that you had to drive somewhere after this? And I'm quite sure that it was emotional for you because again, like you said, you replayed a lot of,
Mhm.
probably replays.
But believe it or not,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any issues when it was time to drive again. Like the mental part.
Exactly.
What you're talking about.
Mhm.
I was ready. I was ready to, because I got too much to live for.
Come on.
Right.
And somebody needs to hear that, because
That's right.
sometimes when
That
people go through
miracles.
things,
Yeah.
and even though they receive a miracle, they still allow fear
Mm-hmm.
to
That's
overtake
right.
them.
That's true.
But because of your faith in God, you didn't
yes.
walk in fear. You walked in faith,
Faith.
to the point that you, even with the
Mm.
therapy, it's like I'm approach all this as my blessing, and that I know I can overcome this. And so you went with a head on, knowing that with God by my side, I want to quote that scripture to say I can do all things
Yeah.
Yes.
through Christ
Absolutely.
who strengthened me.
That's
right.
You are a
Wow.
testimony. sir.
You are a testimony.
Absolutely.
I didn't know. I saw you on
Absolutely.
Facebook doing the little stuff, and I'm like, hey, look at he really walking.
Putting
But
work
it
in.
wasn't even in my mind because I'm used to you walking.
Yeah.
But to see you on that little thing trying to walk, I was like, man, he must have really went through an accident, because it was like an old man trying to learn,
Yeah.
like you in your 80s or something, you trying to actually learn
Yeah.
all over.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Yeah.
that's a mental
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any nightmares? Nothing like that.
No, I mean, like I said, just knowing that I had so much in front of me, and I'm wired kind of, I don't know. When God cut me, he cut me.
Come on now.
The way he cut me
Yes.
was,
Yes.
he just cut me different. Like when I go through stuff,
Uh-huh.
I'm always looking at God. How can you get glory out of this?
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm always
Yes.
looking at God. What is the purpose in it?
Come on.
And he just used this time to allow me to realize that, a lot of, what happened, I didn't go through it for myself.
Yes.
I went through it for other people.
to hear your story
And,
too.
and then born out of that, here I was. Oh, that was the part that I forgot to mention. So some people that know me know that, once upon a time I was real heavy doing like spoken word and things of that nature.
Mhm.
And I hadn't done it. I hadn't wrote a piece of spoken word in 15 years.
Are you serious?
And here I was flat on my back in this hospital.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord downloaded my single. I have a single. I hadn't released it yet, but I have a single called God Flex. And then he gave me some other pieces while I was, so he was pretty much giving me another album while I was in the hospital.
Wow.
Wow. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
So all things was working together
Yeah.
All of it.
for the good.
All.
Yes.
Man.
All.
Boy,
Maybe a
this
good
has
title
this
for
is
the upcoming
phenomenal.
movie, God Flex, and then you're gonna play yourself.
I am.
you gonna do a movie on this?
I have to.
Have to.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
We don't
to.
go through what we
I
go
love
through. for
this.
nothing. I have to.
Yes.
I have to.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
because
it's
people
nice.
need to know that
Yes.
miracles.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because one of the guys in my church, our church, he had a car that ran over him.
Mm.
And he said all he could think about was Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And he came right back
I'm
up.
telling you.
I'm
I'm telling
and
you.
I'm like, man, and then hearing your story
I'm
like
telling
this. And this is a miracle.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
you
it
still
is.
look good. Don't look like nothing happened.
And one thing in the in the backdrop of that, so obviously trying to get back on my feet,
Right.
financially, and so I ended up getting a somebody wanted to do a phone interview with me.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't a phone interview. Somebody wanted to do a Zoom interview
Right.
with me, but it was one problem.
What?
They wanted to do it while I was in the hospital.
You didn't do it.
Hold on.
Okay.
So I called my wife and I said, I need you to go in my closet,
Mhm.
go get me a blazer, go get me a shirt, bring my ring light. I'm getting ready to limp over here to this couch. I'm finna do this interview.
Okay.
And so I'm on the Zoom call with the person and they were like, hey, good to meet you. Good to meet you too. I said, if you see me doing this, I said, it's not you. I said, I'm probably waving off a doctor or a nurse. What do you, whoa. I'm in the hospital. I just wanted to, just let you know. But do we need to reschedule? No, we don't need to reschedule.
Schedule. Wow.
No. And so I just learned how to say no to my pain.
and work it right through.
Yes.
I got too much stuff in front of me. And so that was another miracle that God did, you know, from the hospital. And then the week I got released from rehab was the third round of the interview. And I had to do like a Zoom panel interview. And I was in pain, but I couldn't let them see it.
Wow.
So you just talking like you talking now.
Right there at my kitchen table.
Wow.
With that Zoom in, I was in
See,
pain.
they never knew.
Oh boy, I was in pain, but I was just
You were going
every time I wanted to grimace, I was just all right.
Well, let
Jesus,
me
help me.
ask you this before we get ready to close. Let me ask you this. There was another thing that I saw you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Looked like with the African outfit or something.
Yeah,
What was that?
yeah.
What was that about?
So that was a award that I got, the Audacious Actor Award. I went down to Atlanta, received an award.
That was down in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Georgia?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. I
Yeah,
didn't know it
so
was there.
It was for acting, but also, you know, just my fight, my perseverance. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that on you. I didn't know you was in Atlanta. Look at you. Go on.
Wow.
To God be the glory.
I know that's right. We're going to pause and do Fashion by Kimberly. If Otis give her some good music, we're going to see what it is, because I want you all to, this is such a good interview
Phenomenal
miracle
testimony.
that has taken place, because he could have been taken out, but God's still using him.
That but God.
Oh, but God.
Ooh, I
That
love
but God.
For real.
All right, we're going to pause and see
I feel
what
like I was
Otis
in the
is going
cinema
to.
watching the movie.
I
feel like I was in a cinema watching the movie.
know that's right, doesn't it? And I get to interview him.
I know.
It's coming.
Oh yeah, that was
It's coming.
Right here on the
coming.
talker line.
I know that's right, because I'm excited. All right, let's see what Otis playing for you. I tell you, she in that. Oh, look at that! I got it. I like these pants, Kimberly. This girl can come up with some of the most. I tell you,
Does she
look
so?
at, I don't know. She get
just
these.
seeds into the kingdom. My daughter-in-law gave me these. She sent me these pants because we like the same store, and it's called Akira.
But I mean, you know,
And she picked them out and sent them to me. And
now
I
look
fell
at
in
the
love.
front. Turn
I
around.
love
gotta see
it.
this in the front. Okay,
Yeah.
now this is black and yellow
Black and yellow. Black and
on
yellow.
a
I love
jeans,
it.
but that's not jeans though. Those are jeans, but look how they put the black and the yellow.
I
together.
love how they coordinate.
Somebody was very creative.
Yeah.
Very creative. Then she got the black. I'm just too through with Kimberly. She is just something else. And let me see the shoes, Kimberly. What shoes? Oh, I would not want to get in a fight with her.
No, man.
Those things look like they hurt.
Look, Otis, you getting the
Oh, did you see these shoes?
and
You
she
know,
kicking now.
you know she would hurt you with these shoes, Otis. Look, Otis said he don't want to see
He
it.
don't want no part of
Otis said
that.
he does
Otis
not
don't
want to
no
see
part
those
of that. He
shoes.
don't want no part of me.
I
kicking
like
him.
that, girl. You can. I tell you, I don't know, Kim. I don't know what's in her closet. Baby, I tell you, I bet you she got probably worse than me. Got all the closets in the house.
Yeah.
Well, she the only one there now, so she can do that. She can do that now.
Everybody done left. You know?
Everybody done left for now.
Everybody done left.
Everybody.
Everybody on there.
Oh Lord Jesus!
But that's all
Everybody
right.
left.
Number 8 is a new beginning. That's
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
She got her glasses that match. I don't know what the purse that she did. have.
It's over there in the chair.
But anyway, this is a beautiful put together.
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you, they had
That's
us so those. They
Yeah.
took those and made that. Those.
Isn't that neat?
I
And
know
look,
other people can wear those
Yeah.
as Kim.
We need a popcorn. When Theo come, you gotta have popcorn and tissue.
Well, see, this time we couldn't do no poke. You know, he had to bring his
this
cast.
was deep. This was deep.
This
He
was
is the
deep.
cast.
He is the
the
cast. But you didn't bring no popcorn, Kim.
I know. It's like
But
I didn't
anyway,
expect
you can bring
it.
some when he do his movie again.
I saw it. I saw him going through, but I didn't realize the initial part.
That's
I
good.
didn't realize the initial part.
When he said he could come in and talk about his healing, because I was thinking a movie he was getting ready to do.
something like
Right.
that.
And then when he said, well, we can
Reality.
talk about his miracle.
Yeah.
And really, I'm glad because this has really just touched. I'm
I
still,
know.
it's like I'm in a,
And to see him walk
The-
through the door, you wouldn't
yeah.
never know.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You,
know what
wouldn't
I'm
even,
saying? With that pep in your step,
Yeah.
with that guard all behind you, just wouldn't
Yeah.
have
I'm
never
telling
known,
you.
you know?
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
you said your
Oh, it
testimony,
just
I said,
give me
I wondered, but I
chills.
would have never,
Ever thought about
imagine.
it.
Yeah,
But through the midst of your pain
Yes.
came purpose.
absolutely.
Yes, sir.
My God.
Now,
Yeah.
Theo, I know you talked about parental instinct.
Yes.
What did your mama say? What was she thinking?
Oh, she's in
'Cause
heaven.
I know she's.
She's in
I
heaven.
thought your that's your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She was. I don't know what she said, to be honest with you.
I know
I
she
mean,
was
I think they were just glad
That you alive.
that I was alive.
The shock of it all.
Yeah.
Them being in shock. Because I know she loved her some Theo.
I
Yeah,
know that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But what I'm
Yeah.
thinking is too, the wife being pregnant at that time.
Exactly.
Now that would have made me go into
Exactly.
labor or
Labor,
something.
Right away.
That's what I
Right
was
away.
thinking. That did she go into labor? But no, she didn't. But
Right.
woo, it just give me
That's
cheer
a
because I'm
lot.
still imagining the
I
car.
couldn't
you
even.
jumping out of instinct,
Being
and
able
the
to move
car
that
hitting
fast
you
too
like
to
that.
get in front of
And
it.
Exactly.
you still survive. That what, girl, that bring tears to you.
Yes.
But
And
God,
laid hands
but
on
God,
the sick.
that
on.
is, and I hope you all that are watching
Mhm, mhm.
know that God still works in a miracle. What could you
Yes.
tell the audience?
That the same God that did it for me, He can do it for you too. I mean, He's still God. He can do anything.
Yes.
He can do anything. Take the limits off of Him. He can do anything.
Thank God, like
I
that.
love
Take
that.
the
Take the
limits
limits.
off. My husband say that all the time. He's an unlimited God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Asking for what you want. And
Absolutely.
the part I really loved too was when you said you just started calling on Him
Yeah.
and laying hands on Him. That just really touched me.
I mean,
because-
he did it. He
Yes.
did it for Daniel. He got in the lion's den. With
Yes.
Daniel.
Yes, he did.
He got in the lion's den. with Daniel.
Yes.
Yes.
Same God. He's
That's
no
what I'm
respecter of
saying.
persons.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you said he got in there with Daniel and all that, but can he just like sometimes like we don't have to get in the den and in the furnace?
I knew she was.
I know. I know.
Oh,
Every
I
time
know.
when we just not had to get in.
Yeah,
Lord, I
go
know
past
you
the
can it just be
furnace and the
sometimes when
jail
we ain't
and
got
the-
to get in no furnace and no line den.
Yeah.
But you know what I was thinking about is that what love.
Yeah.
Mhm.
got to
That's
do
a
with
love
it.
that passes
Yes.
knowledge when
Yes.
you
Yes.
thought that bad. Because Stephen Sebastian had to. You, love was in action at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that love of Christ, which passes knowledge, stepped into play. So God had to step into play because you made yourself vulnerable for someone else.
That's
Yeah.
right. It made me think about Jesus on the cross
You're
for
vulnerable.
us
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and how He
You
took
thought about
all
two
of
other
this.
people, actually.
Oh, Lord, this is just
Absolutely.
awesome.
Was it an
Yes,
adult in the
Yeah.
other car?
Yeah. And I think one thing that I forgot to mention in the whole story is that I was really nervous when the police came. They didn't ticket me.
Look
They
at
could have
God.
they could have
Right, I
pressed
was wondering about
they,
that.
Yeah.
they could have
Yes.
pressed charges for being negligent as a parent.
Right.
Mhm.
So
they probably were looking at you alive too.
so
They-
all
You know.
it was
God was
God just
covering
it was just
you.
yeah, it was just
But
so
that's
many
really
miracles.
And the
That's
people
good.
that were in the other
That-
car, what did they say? Did they? I know they felt bad for you. Did they?
I mean,
They probably was in
nothing.
shock.
I
They
mean,
were in shock
You know,
and-
I tried to give them my insurance, or I don't need it. I mean, it was
Yes.
like God just
Just
He
wiped
just
away everything.
wiped
But
everything
God.
clean.
So
Clean
the person
slate.
that saw this, what was their response when they?
That's what I'm saying,
When they're
yeah.
seeing you do this, did you ever talk to them? You exchange numbers.
I'm on the ground.
No, I'm saying later on, did you ever talk to the people that were in the other
wow.
vehicle?
No, because they just left, and I was in
Because they
on-
were
on the
watching
ground.
this.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
remember
They probably was in
Sebastian
shock.
was hit by the bus in Grand
Oh,
Prairie.
that's right.
Yeah.
Sure was.
And he was thrown. Sebastian was
Wrong,
crossing,
yeah.
coming east, going west.
Mm.
And on 161, I don't know if you've ever been on 161.
Yes.
You have one light here, then
Yeah.
you go through the
Mhm.
next light. So he was on his bike and he was going, and he said, Mom, all I saw was the light was green. I think he was looking at the further light instead of the light right here.
Mhm.
So as he crossed, the bus was coming at 45 miles an
Mm.
hour. The bus couldn't stop. The transit, the 16 passenger bus, you know what I'm talking about, Grand
Yeah.
Prairie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he couldn't stop. And Sebastian said, Mom, I just looked and all I said was the bus. And he went in the air
Mm.
and the
Jesus.
bike went flat and the bus ran over the bike. The bike was
Oh, my
completely
God.
contorted. Okay. I mean, it was all.
Yeah.
But Sebastian was thrown to the other lane. I think they said half a football field down. He had his Captain America backpack shield. And of course, later on, I realized he had the debris was his Chinese food. because he was over there at the Chinese restaurant getting him some lunch. All he had on was his t-shirt and his shorts.
Wow.
Wow.
The police officer in Arkansas, right there by the Epic, came out right in time. It was all on a dash cam. So the police officer saw him going in the air. Now, had he not come out, he could have been ran over by the other cars because the bus could not stop fast enough.
My God.
Nothing missing, nothing broken.
Praise God.
And of course, we got to the hospital. He was like you, saying, Mom, I'm walking out of here. God said I'm whole. He said, he was just telling me everything that God had told him.
Yeah.
I said, well, put me in the wheelchair, roll me out, because ain't nobody told me nothing.
Oh,
I was
wow.
trying to figure out what happened. And
Yeah.
even when the police called me, it was an unknown number. And I wasn't even going to answer the phone because I was like, who's calling me from an unknown number? And he said, well, ma'am, your son was in an accident. He don't have a car.
Right.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot
it's
about the
right.
bike at the house. I was like, well, he went to work. How did he get in an accident? They didn't want to tell me what happened because they didn't want me to be in shock.
Yeah.
It took me 2 hours to get to the hospital in Dallas because they'd taken him to Dallas from Grand Prairie to Dallas because of the injuries they thought maybe he had sustained.
Mm.
And he said, Mom, I'm walking out of here. And 2, when I got to the hospital, I was thinking the same thing. I said, man, he's been like 3 hours. No, I think by that time it was 4 hours. They still had him laying in the blood. They didn't wipe him up, clean him down, or
Wow.
do anything. They didn't. He was just laying there with the braces on. And I was thinking maybe I needed patient advocacy. But Sebastian was like, Mom, I'm getting out of here and I'm walking out.
Wow.
And they kept asking him, how did this happen?
Wow.
But every time I tried to play the video, it would never play. Now, Keith saw it, but I never got to see him going in the air. I said, well, let me leave well
You
enough
probably
alone.
didn't need
Yeah,
to see
God
it.
didn't
God didn't want me to see
Yeah,
it, but
he didn't want you to see it.
you know, he didn't get ran over.
That's a
because
blessing.
The timing of the police
My
officer
God.
coming out,
But God.
but was God.
That's a man.
And this happened in Grand Prairie too.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Where in Grand Prairie?
Right there where the Asian strip mall is, right there on Pioneer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right there in that parking lot.
Wow.
Okay.
So there was, it was, I
Ooh.
guess, closing time, so nobody was
There.
around to see it.
Oh, my
Right.
God.
Yeah, right there.
Woo.
Where that
Wow.
big Buddha
But
sit.
this is, God is so good.
That big
I
Buddha sit
tell
over
you.
there.
Woo,
And then when
well,
he
we
went-
waiting on the
'cause I didn't
movie.
think he was going to be able to go in the Navy, and they examined him. Everything
Everything was good.
Yeah.
Look at that.
No surgery.
None.
No surgery.
God.
You didn't have no surgery either? God
Nothing
is
missing.
good.
But
Really?
God.
My God.
God.
Woo, I hate to close this. This
I
is so
know.
No
good.
surgery.
But anyway, thank you, Theo. And I hope you all that's listening and watching, think about it. This is a miracle right here. A
Yes.
miracle. And God is still in the miracle
Yes.
business. And we're
Still
going to take some
answering
pictures
prayers.
with the one and only, the Kirk booth. The Kirk booth, the photo booth that you need. And we're going to take pictures with this miracle.
Yes.
This miracle is in the house, but
Yeah.
God is so good. But check us out at www.thekirkbooth.com. We do all kinds of events, whatever. We do props. We'll do it for you. We're very reasonable, but you're going to get the best. That's because we are the best. If you want to be on our Loader Network, please come and join us. We would love for you to be on Loader Network where you can come in and work. If you want to do your podcast, he will be more than welcome to do a podcast. He's very reasonable, but you're going to get the best. So tune in every Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m., Facebook and YouTube. Please start looking at us on YouTube as well so I can get my ratings up more and more than we are on Facebook. And always remember, keep on watching. Thank you, Theo, for sharing your
you.
testimony. And we can't wait for the movie to come out.
Yes,
Absolutely.
May
yes.
God bless you and keep you until we see you what? Face to face. Good night, Miss Helen.
Good night, Miss Helen.
Good
Linda
night.
Jerome.
And
Miss
good
you
night,
all.
Linda, Jerome, and all. Thank you for watching. All the subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, you need to. Good night.